Good morning, it's Kenny Ken here for Pelt UK. I'm just doing a short video to just give my reaction to the unfortunate circumstances we're now finding themselves in. Yesterday, after the game at Molineux between Man United and Wolverhampton Wanderers, Man United midfielder and French international World Cup winner Paul Pogba was subjected to online racist abuse, in which, because this is a family programme and because there are some good people on the platform, will not give these men, or probably women, whoever you are, any sort of credence to repeat the filth that you've tweeted online on Twitter. But it's one of those things that's rearing its ugly head. And it goes without saying this is unacceptable. But one of my biggest angers is that a lot of people in the British public think that what happens in a football field or what happens on Twitter is Twitter's responsibility solely. Yes, Twitter do have a responsibility in terms of, you know, locating these people through their IP addresses. You only have to get their email addresses, get their IP addresses, and then you can ban them. But I think what's happened is that people seem to forget we have legislation in this country where the Race Relations Act has been with part of this country for a good few years. And one of the things about the Race Relations Act is that remarks, you know, like such as the filth that I read yesterday in public, was a Public Order Act. So basically it's against the law. And that isn't just a situation where someone makes a remark verbally. It also is in writing. Twitter is a public place. So what should happen to these people is not just that they're banned from Twitter and they can't open new accounts. Because they have broken the law, it is a situation for the local constabularies of the areas where these people are in, where they should get something for the police. Because for me, I've had enough now. It's about time that the Twitter authorities, the football authorities, got together with these racist people making racist remarks, both on Twitter and in the stands, and just arrest them. Arrest them, shame them, you know, like I said, prosecute them. I don't know whether they're going to get custodial services, but surely they will get some sort of sanction, which means that will be the deterrent. The only deterrent to this behaviour is for the law to get involved with these people. That's the only way to stop it. That way, these people realise that they can't keep their big gobs shut, they can't keep their horrible fingers off social media, then they'll be prosecuted. That's the only thing I know. Maybe, you know, losing your job, you know, having to explain to your wife and kids why your finances are now, like I said, have been lowered. Maybe that might make you think before you write your filth on Twitter or shout your abuse in the stands. And that's the first part. The second part is that one of the things that Raheem Sterling touched on after he received that revolting review at Chelsea in November was the part of the media. And once again, not even a year later, but 9 months later, we had a situation where after the game, Sky's pundits, Jamie Carragher and Gary Neville, mainly Gary Neville, decided to make an issue regarding the penalty, regarding the fact that Pogba took the penalty and missed it, about a discussion between himself and Rashford. Now, I understand that Gary's an ex-Man United player, he's a Man United fan, and he's got a job to do. But one of the things that we were complaining about was the fact that the media stoked the fires, or how we say in North London, stir the porridge. And that was a greatest example. What Carragher and Neville did is that they stoked the fire with that comment. Now, I'm not saying that Carragher and Neville went and told those losers to make those racial remarks, but what they've done, through their anger and by using their platform on Sky TV, they have given these losers a platform and the audacity and the right to make these comments. They haven't helped matters. I'm not blaming directly, but indirectly, one of the problems we've had in terms of racial abuse that is directed at our British sportsmen, of not just footballers but everywhere, is the fact that the media plays in it. And once again, we have an example of the media. It's no good Sky News going on their morning bulletins saying that Man United are angry with Twitter because of the abuse of towards Paul Pogba, and then them condemning it. How about looking at your own pundits and about the influence they have on not just British football fans and fans around the world, but the influence that they have over young people who, in my opinion, are going underground and looking at the topic of the day, and then they're using that as an excuse to peddle or write or shout their filthy abuse. If you want to behave like that, do it in your own homes, amongst your own friends and people of your own ilk. But if you want to do it in public, I think it's about time that the British law dealt with you people, because it's the only deterrent. It's no good having education programmes. It's a waste of time. You guys don't care. It's going to go in one ear out the other. But if the law deals with you guys, both as women or any of you guys, then that will be the greatest deterrent, because it's the only way you're going to learn is if you lose your job, if you lose your liberty and you're named and shamed, then perhaps you might have a good think about your behaviour.